Your diaphragm is bigger. It was made to breathe through, not your neck muscles. Your neck muscles will help. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Hyped by Allison, where you can get hyped and you can learn and you can run and exercise and eat healthy and just have a good time. Today we are going to be having
a good time, of course,
and we are going to be talking about my fall reset, and also you can take my advice to do your own. We're going to talk about 5 different things that will help me to reset my life, get ready for fall, get motivated. Before we get going with number 1, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a big thumbs up, and please follow my Instagram. Give me a nice comment below if you enjoyed this video. And my number 1 is to just eat healthier, be more prepared, meal prep, make sure my body is getting enough nutrients so that I can run and exercise well, also so that I can think well for my job and just be happy overall. I am going to go ahead and talk about something that really will help me reset through my number 1, and that is Factor meals. I want to thank Factor for sponsoring today's video. Factor is just beyond amazing. I'm gonna go grab a meal, we're gonna cook it up, and I will talk to you about Factor. So this is my Factor meal. Factor is great for anyone that is super busy, on the go, is an active person and needs healthy, nutritious meals that are catered to your individual needs, such as like your diet restrictions and your preferences. This meal specifically is chicken jambalaya. I told them that I did not prefer seafood or red meat. I'm not vegetarian or vegan, so they sent me things that fit with my preferences, likes, dislikes, and whatnot. They're super easy to make, and the best thing about them is they're delivered to your door weekly, and of course, like I said, customized. You can spend more time doing what you love and less time
cooking in the kitchen.
You know what also is great about them? Each meal is cooked by real chefs using the freshest ingredients. And you know what keeps these even fresher? The order is never frozen, it's kept chilled and delivered to your door, still as fresh as it was when it was first made. I make an effort to get a certain number of macros in my diet, a number that helps me with my daily performance, and that goes for running, work, and all the other strengthening and exercise that I do. Don't have as much time to cook and slave in the kitchen, and that is why Factor has worked really well for me. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make this meal, and I'll show you how it works. Start out by removing the sleeve and pierce the clear plastic film. Next, put it in the microwave on high for 2 minutes. If it's not ready after 2 minutes, then put it back in for an additional 30 seconds. Let it sit for 2 minutes, and then serve it up on a plate and enjoy. How amazing does this chicken jambalaya meal look? Looks like it's from a restaurant. I cannot wait to eat it. Okay, so we have our meal here, and I just want to talk to you a little bit more about how Factor works. I'm gonna take a quick bite. No doubt that it's going to be amazing. I've definitely had Factor before. Every meal was beyond delicious, healthy, and satisfying, and I highly recommend it. Let's just talk a little bit about how it works. The menus are updated weekly. You can choose your favorite meals, or you can let them craft your meals depending on your preferences and your dietary restrictions. You can also add things on, such as energy bites, veggie sides, desserts, protein soups, and juices. Factor also offers a complimentary nutrition coach with all subscriptions, and that includes 20 minutes consultation with a registered dietitian to gain tailored advice for your wellness journey. So I have an amazing offer for you all. I have a link and a code also found in the description that you can use to get $90 off your first 3 weeks of Factor. This code is AllisonMorris90, and the link is also in the description with that code. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this meal. Please don't miss out on trying some Factor meals. They make your life easier, help you to be healthier, and they align perfectly with my number 1 fall reset goal. Let's go eat. Don't forget, eat healthy, because that is the base of your health and your strength and your ability to be active. If you don't eat right, you don't plan ahead, you're not gonna have the strength to complete and accomplish all the goals that you want. So we're gonna go ahead and get on to number 2, and number 2 is to get up a little earlier. I have problems with this, guys. At night, I just lay there and my head does this. I have too much energy at night, which is a problem because by the time I fall asleep, I'm in such a deep sleep that comes time to wake up and I have such extensive goals about getting up early in the morning, going on my run, getting so many things done, especially like YouTube stuff before I head out to work, but you know, never happens. Recently, AJ has figured out and told me that I look very active when I'm sleeping, so I'm
moving around a lot, which means I
probably am not into my REM cycle till right before I wake up. I wasn't sure about that, but I checked my sleep app. I guess it's not the sleep app, it's the part of Garmin that records my sleep, and it looks like most of my REM is at the end of my sleep cycle, which means right before I wake up, I'm in this super deep sleep, dreaming, and it's super hard to get up. I started taking melatonin. So far, when I look at my sleep, the REM is slowly moving over, and it will hopefully be more in the middle of my sleep cycle and not right before I wake up. Not exactly sure where REM is supposed to be, but I know that REM is such a deep form of sleep that it makes it difficult to get up in the morning if you're in your REM right before you wake up. So my goal with that is to continue to take melatonin, and of course I got the gummy kind because they taste delicious, and to shut off my devices a little bit earlier, my phone, my computer, so that I don't have that continuous flow of light and stimulation going into me right before I have to go to bed. I need to wind down naturally without the phone. Overall, just having a good night routine will help.
That is my number 2.
If you have any tips about sleeping and getting to bed and getting up earlier, let me know. Okay, so we're gonna get into number 3. And with number 3, I am gonna kind of show you a couple little things. We're gonna talk about it. Hopefully you'll learn something. So number 3 is changing my running technique, not necessarily the biomechanics. I read a book a while ago. It is called 80-20 running, and what it talks about is that all runners should be running 80% of their runs at a slow, relaxed pace with their heart rate below ventilatory capacity. I think I can guess what an easy run would feel like. The concept is to improve your form. If you run faster without being able to run slow comfortably, you're going to tighten up, your form is going to change, and as a result of that, injuries come along and you're really not as efficient. You want to be relaxed. In the book, they talk about Kenyans and how most of their runs, they run really slow even if they're really fast. As you can see, if you watch like the Olympics or marathons on TV, their arms are usually kind of up here because their arms are nice and relaxed. They don't look robotic because they use that sort of running, the slow running, as a way to train their base. They move up into the speedier training and their body is able to continue to relax, which I know that when I speed up or when I run my normal pace, I look a little bit robotic, it's hard to relax, and of course I have imbalances that are magnified. I think if I do this 80-20 running plan, I may be able to activate the muscles that are weak, strengthen them, and give them more control, because slower is about control. I also am working on my breathing program. I'm just going to kind of show you a couple of those exercises here. They are a little weird, but don't judge, they work. You're going to start out with 2 pillows. One is going to go underneath your head, the other is going to go between your knees. Your arms and shoulders are going to go into external rotation. You're going to start by digging your heels into the couch with your legs at 90 degrees. Inhale through your nose to activate your diaphragm and feel the air going through your back near your scapula. While doing this, you're continuing to dig your heels in, tuck your core in, and as you exhale, you're going to think about exhaling down through your lower abdominals and closing your ribs down, not letting them flare up. Each set includes 3 breaths in and out, and then do a total of 10 sets. You're going to start this next exercise out with tucking in your core. You're going to bend over with your head down. You're going to start a little bit away from the wall. The goal of this exercise is to inhale through your back and avoid using your neck muscles. You're going to move backwards as you inhale, and you're going to move forwards towards the wall as you exhale. The reason behind those exercises is to change how you breathe. A lot of people, while exercising, will breathe through their upper traps and their accessory muscles, which just causes problems. That is something I was doing for a long time, caused ribs to go out, caused neck pain. The goal is to activate your diaphragm by inhaling through your nose and to use all of this to breathe rather than through all of this because your diaphragm is bigger. It was made to breathe through, not your neck muscles. Your neck muscles will help, but if you're just using those, you're gonna tighten up and have pain. You're not going to have as much breathing capacity through here versus here. It is common for people sitting at desks to breathe through their neck because they're closing off their diaphragm by sitting like this. So by opening it up, turning your core on, closing off your ribs, and breathing through your nose, you are more able to have a higher breathing capacity, do better with whatever sort of workout or running that you do, and improve your posture and avoid any neck or upper back pain. It also helps to have a strong core, and if this type of breathing allows that, you're just gonna be stronger and more controlled overall. It's helped me a ton, so try these out. If you have any questions, comment below. My goal with all of this is to be consistent with the 80-20 program and to continue to be very consistent with doing my breathing and glute exercises. You saw in another video the little toe strengthening exercises I've been doing and ankle strengthening. All are super amazing and have been helping me so much with my running. I'm gonna link the 80-20 running book below, and you can go purchase that book and read it for yourself, especially if you are a runner or if you want to become a runner. I am super excited to try it. It has been proven by many elite runners and it just makes sense. So check it out. Also check out those exercises because they have helped me a ton. And if you have any questions about other specific running exercises or injuries that you have or have had, I'm here to help. So comment below. I hope you enjoyed learning about my first 3 fall reset goals. We're gonna go ahead and finish up with the last couple in a parking lot, because what else is there to do in a parking lot but talk about your fall goals? So I have some of these written down, but we're gonna go ahead and go over them. Number 4.
Number 4.
Cuatro is to stay hydrated. When I don't stay hydrated, I get stomach issues, and I have a little problem. I really like diet soda. Yeah, it just hits the spot for me. I don't drink coffee. I drink diet soda for my get me up, and sometimes on a stressful day when I'm driving around seeing patients, I love my McDonald's Diet Dr. Pepper. So my goal is to cut back on those and to stay hydrated. Even though I do drink water as well as the soda, I just need to do better.
I need to cut that soda
and increase the water. I also really like Noon Hydration, the little tablets. They're super convenient and they're easy to bring along with you wherever you go. Staying hydrated is vital because if you're not, your body systems are not working properly. I am going to make an effort to do better on that. This weekend I'm going to Mammoth, so that will be a test. I really need to stay hydrated when I go up at altitude because I get altitude sickness quite easy, probably because I've lived at sea level my entire life. We'll test that out this weekend, and I'm gonna bring you along to Mammoth, so stay tuned for that. My friend is getting married up there, so it's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna go on a hike. So now that you know number 4, we're gonna quickly finish up number 5. So number 5 is to plan ahead and stay organized. I hope to create a couple Excel programs that I can use to organize my thoughts about making videos, to organize who I'm going to be reaching out to, who I have reached out to as far as sponsorships and paid promotions go, and also who has reached out to me. Along with that, just making sure that I get all my charting done for patients and just creating like to-do lists that are in more of an organized fashion than just written down in a planner, because sometimes I ignore that stuff and I feel like I'm on my computer quite often, so it's easy to kind of check in and cross out what you've done, what you need to do, just have your thoughts more organized. I also am hoping to plan ahead more with my running, and this will help me to not overdo my training so that I can build my mileage slowly and not get hurt. We are going to go ahead and close this video out. I hope you enjoyed learning about my top 5 fall reset goals. If you have any questions about these, comment below, and also try writing down some yourself. You can steal some of mine, you can make up your own, but really make sure that they are intentional goals that you really want to accomplish, that you feel are possible to accomplish, because you can't set your goals too high right away. You have to take stepping stones to the higher goals. Comment below what some of your fall reset goals are. I would be interested to know. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel because there's so much more fun content to come. Also, please give me a big thumbs up. Follow my Instagram. When you stay motivated, when you set new goals, when you always have something that you have to attain, that helps you to stay hyped.